Hello friends, I am B.B. Arjun, lecturer in English, Department of Humanities and Science, Government Polytechnic Kolhapur. Today we shall talk about overview of communication skills. After watching this video, you will be able to define the communication and draw and sketch the diagram of communication cycle. The word communication is derived from the Latin word communicare or communex, which mean to share or to make common. Here is a definition by Peter Little. The definition goes like this. Communication is the process by which information is transmitted between individuals and or organizations so that an understandable response results. There is one more definition by William Newman and Charles Summer. Communication is an exchange of facts, ideas, opinions, or emotions by two or more than two persons. Here are the characteristics of communication. It is essentially an exchange of thoughts, messages, information, or opinion through speech, signals, writing, and or non-verbal expressions. It's an art and science of conveying message. Basically, communication is being studied very systematically, and therefore we call it science. Communication is a two-way process. Both sender and receiver can convey their messages in turn, therefore we call it two-way process. This is what meant by the word exchange. Feedback is necessary in communication. If there is no feedback, there won't be any communication event. So the process of communication stands still. So there has to be feedback. Process of creating meaning. Actually, a person sends a message to another, and that another person receives the message, and he or she tries to interpret the message with the help of his knowledge, his prior experiences, his intuition. And therefore, it's like extracting meaning out of those words. It's like creating meaning out of those words. So these are the characteristics of communication. Friends, stop this video for a while and write down the importance of communication in business. Now let us see the importance of communication in business and industries. It is essentially business communication and therefore very important. It is being studied separately and prerequisite for any industry, any organization. So it's like lifeblood of any business or organization. It motivates spirit of understanding and cooperation. It's an effective tool of supervision. It helps us giving instructions to subordinates. It helps in maintaining good human relationships. It is used to motivate people. Uh, it is helpful in collecting and distributing information. It is helpful in keeping good contacts and negotiations. It also helps in developing personality, help in imparting knowledge. It is essential to carry out day-to-day activities. It helps us in raising awareness. It facilitates quick decision making and implementation. It also facilitates proper planning and coordination. It helps us to know needs and expectations of employees and customers. So after going through these points, we come to know the importance of communication, and so we cannot simply ignore it. Friends, here is uh, the model of communication cycle. We have the five basic elements of communication cycle in red color. So sender, message, channel, receiver, feedback. The process of communication starts with sender. The sender has got some idea in his mind and which he would like to communicate with others. So he encodes the message, and it passes through the channel. The message uh, reaches to the receiver. Receiver understands it and prepares his reply, and post that reply, that feedback, to the sender. So this is how the process of communication cycle gets completed at the point where it started. So we call this process as a cyclic process. One more element is there. Actually, we call it noise, but actually it is not noise, or not the only noise, I would say. It is barrier. Uh, these barriers may occur at any level, at any stage of this communication cycle, right from sender message channel to the receiver, and to feedback to the sender. Uh, Ideally, there should not be any barrier in communication event, but sometimes we find that one or the other barrier arises, appears, and it hinders the smooth flow of communication. Therefore, we must take care of these barriers, uh, and the center has a very important duty to eliminate these barriers. So here is one more graphic for you. Now let us consider these elements one by one. Sender is a person who intends to convey or transfer his ideas, thoughts, information, or feelings to another person or persons. Encoding is the process being done by sender, and in this process, he converts his idea or thoughts in the form of a message which is understandable to the receiver. Now, message is an intended body or intended encoded outcome in the form of verbal or non-verbal mode. Channel is the carrier of message. It can be verbal or non-verbal. Decoding is the process wherein the receiver converts and interprets the message. Receiver is a person or persons who receive the message, and feedback is the response by the receiver to the sender. So, friends, for the time being, this is all from my side. I would like to stop here. Thank you. Happy learning.